The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Besiktas against Fenerbahce.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicely shaped ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Neymar receives it in a wide position. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That has ended up in no man's land. Totti. Totti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gets a good foot in there. Driving forward. And this is Dembele. And it's Neymar. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Battling for the right to play in the early stages.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifted, and the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zola. Great ball, and he's in here. Pele with the cross. And the shot! Goal! Besiktas! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Besiktas penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's...
Zola! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Tries to play it through. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? And a chance! Oh, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Pele quietly revving up. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Half an hour played now. And here's Dembele. Shot, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now it's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Shot a goal! Goal! Besiktas! And they get themselves in front! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Besiktas go into the lead. Ibrahimovic. And this is Dembele. And he cuts out the supply. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rijkaard. Totti. And this is Dembele. Caresses it through. That's a good ball out wide. Back into the middle. It's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Donadoni! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bullet deals with that comfortably.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pele. Khan punts it upfield. And it's Totti. No, that's been intercepted. Del Piero. Del Piero. Zola could try cutting inside here. Decent chance! There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Besiktas head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Donadoni! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fenerbahce have their second corner now. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Can he finish? And the ball. He's gone for goal! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Rijkaard really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Lahm. Oh, played through for the wide man. Totti. And they can counter here. Fenerbahce looking to pass their way through. Del Piero. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And that could set him on his way. Oh, no joy this time. Cafu. Bullet. Pele. Now it's Pele. Looking for options for movement. And he's on his way! Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Besiktas take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Rijkaard has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pelé, well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Totti to Ibrahimovic. Totti aimed beyond the defence, and this is Neymar. He has found the way through. Oh, robust challenge. That somewhat off target. Great vision. Donadoni with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Totti. O'Shea. No, it's come to nothing. Donadoni. And it's Totti. Donadoni. Oh, that's fabulous. Early ball out from the back. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Howson gets a foot in here. Donadoni. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Bullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Tries to pass it through. Picks out, and he shoots! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! And they are cruising away. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Besiktas against Milan.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Well, Pele! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that wasn't far away. Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And here's Del Piero. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram calmly anticipates. That's a throw. Cafu. It's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nakata. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nakata is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Albert Ferrer. Baresi. Rijkaard. So it is still 0-0. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rummenigge. Now it's Pele. Looking for the run. Messi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Zanetti. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he's quick to snatch it back. It's Basho! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Zanetti. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Besiktas are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That'll be a throw-in. Lobbed in behind. Del Piero. Rummenigge. And here's the chance to counter. Nakata. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. Roberto Baggio. Nakata. And Kvaratskhelia. Great vision. Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Point-blank header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He can get that clear. And they've got a throw. And it's Lahm. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Added time.
Albert Ferrer. Now that's well seen too. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Security staff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pull it. Besiktas looking to pass their way through. Lahm gets into a good position. That's very neat. And this is Zola. No way through, so back it comes. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, I'd rather pray.
Can he finish? In he goes again.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And he was quick to react. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That's good vision. Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Milan take the lead. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gullit attempts a clearance. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out the supply. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Zanetti. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a brilliant interception. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Pelé. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Decent chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Kvaratskhelia showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Messi. Now it's Pelé. Now this great chance! Goal! Besiktas! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Besiktas, chance! It's anyone, and it's come back out to him. Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Puyol cuts it out. Zanetti. Good ball over the top. And they've got rid. Nicked it back promptly. That is good alertness. Pirlo. Thuram. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Zola picks it up out wide. Lahm. Time added on 4 minutes. Cafu. Pelé. And it's Gullit. Foot in. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's clever. And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Pele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Kindly remove it, as it is about
Thoughts
to
on
be
what we've
towed away.
just seen?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage.
You